Good day, guys. Welcome to our YouTube channel. It is another weekend for our weekly analysis where I talk about what I expect of the market the previous week and what tried comes to fruition. Today's date is 28th of the month of September 2025, and the analysis I will be making for today is how I will be watching the market from 29th to 3rd of October 2025. So, without wasting much of our time, I don't want today's video to be lengthy at all. So we start with our bellwether, which is our dollar index. Dollar index is our baseline. So what do we expect last week? As of last week, I was expecting the level 97 big figure to serve as a as a support to dollar index. The level 97 big figure to serve as a support of the price that will send us into 98 big figure and 98.5. So the level 98 big figure and the level 98.5 has been taken. So what will I be watching the coming week? Then that makes 97.500 serving as my next support. That will take us, I'm expecting it to take us above this high here, and possible movement into this imbalance here. This is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So we'll be working through 99 big figure. We'll be watching is the market price delivering 99 big figure in the coming week. So let's go to our cable GBP USD. On GBP USD last week, I was interested in the level, the consequent encroachment of this blue line, of this blue shaded area here. So I was expecting it to serve as a resistance to the current market price, which it does. The consequent encroachment of this blue line here, as long as the market price stays below it, I'm interested in 1.34 big figure. And 1.34 big figure has been taken because we are trading below, we are trading around 1.33997 or thereabouts. So the coming week, my focus will be how is the yellow line, the yellow shaded area, how is it gonna affect, how is the market price intending to utilize that area. So I'm of the opinion that if the market price stays below this yellow shaded area, we should be able to see the market price gravitating into 1.32 thousand on the long run. If the consequent encouragement of this shaded area serves, I mean the lower part is of two parts, the upper part and the lower part. So if the market price stays below the lower part, then I'll be focusing on 1.32 thousand, 1.32 big figure. So the coming week, the lowest angle fruit I'll be watching is 1.33 big figure. So when the market gets to 1.33 big figure and stays below the consequence, the lower part, the lower half of this yellow shaded area, then I'll be watching 1.32 thousand fully on the long run. Then we go to our fiber, which is our Euro USD. Euro USD last week, I was interested in 1.18500 serving as a resistance to the current price that will take us into 1.17 thousand and 1.17 thousand, 1.16, I think 1658 or thereabout. 1.1658. So 1.17 thousand, 17,500, so 18,500 to serve as a resistance. So the market price has stayed below 18,500, has stayed below 18,500, and we have seen 1.175, 1.16580 being delivered. 16,580 happens to be around the low of this candle here, 16,572. So the low of this candle has been taken. Let me point it out. So the low of this candle here, the sell side here has been attacked. So we've seen 1.1658 is what I'll be watching the coming week, because we've seen 1.165 being delivered. 1.165 being delivered. So the low of this candle comes in at 1.16457. 1.16457. So the low of this candle has been delivered. 1.16572. Let me point it out. The low of this candle has been delivered. 1.16572, and the low of this candle, comes in at this particular candle here, the one with my cursor. The low comes in at 1.16457. So the next low that I'll be watching is this. So that is around 1.16079. So the coming week I'll be watching the market price gravitating into 1.16158. 1.16158, which happens to be the low around here. That is the lowest hanging fruit, and that will stand as long as the market price stays below 117. Okay, the other block, let me use the other block, main threshold. Okay, let me use 1.17600. Let me use a round figure. So 1.17600 should serve as a resistance that will take us down into 1.16158 and possibly 1.15763. The low of this candle comes in as what? 1.15740. 1.15740. So let's quickly dive into our S&P 500. And S&P 500 last week, I was interested in the level 6577 to serve as a support to the price. Then we should be able to see 67 and 6700 and 6750. So 6750. So 65, 77 should serve as a support that will take us into 6700. And if you can go beyond it, so 6700 has been what? It has been delivered now. It has been delivered because the market was short of some pips. The eye of that candle comes in at the eye comes in at 6679.90, and I'm watching for 6700. So it's just it's even less than one hand. So the coming week, I'm still interested in the level 67,000 again, as long as the market price stays above 6576.93, serving as a support to that level. That is all. So that features last week I was interested in 46,500. As long as the level 46,000 remains a support to the price. So I was expecting 46,500 and 46,800. 46,500 has been taken, has been raided, and the market was short of some movement into 46,800 because the eye of this candle comes in at 46,725. Is that a coincidence? So the coming week, I'll be expecting a full delivery of 46,800. So as long as the market price stays above 46,000, I'm still interested in 46,800. Let's go to Nasdaq. Nasdaq last week I was interested in 24,000 acting as a support to the price, and we should be able I should be able to see, let me put it that way, I should be able to see the movement towards 25,000 soon. But the high the market price has visited was 24,783. Though I was having a low hanging fruit objective. I was having a low hanging fruit objective around 24,750. But 24,750 has been taken as early as on Monday. So I'm I'm expecting 25,000 to be delivered very soon. So I'm watching, and I'll be working towards 25,000 on Nasdaq. Then to good. Good, I was expecting 3600 to serve as a support to the price. That will take us into 3750 and 3800. So 3750 has been taken, so we are left with 3800. That means I'm watching 3800. As long as 3700 remains a support to the price, as long as 3700 remains a support to the price. That 750 has been taken. So I'll be watching 30. Is the market price staying above 3700? So as long as the market price stays above 3700, then I'll be watching 3800. So now to the last but not the least, which is the BTC. My analysis is clear and my interest is clear on BTC. I said I'm not seeing the market price running above 15,000 anytime soon. 18,000 anytime soon. If the market price crosses 15,000, it is going to 18,000 and it's going to drop from 18,000, 118,000, sorry. So the market price crosses 115,000 here, and the high here has been 17,980. So it got there and started dropping again. So it was as simple as, if the market price was above 15,000, I'll be expecting 18,000. If the market price is below 15,000, I'm expecting 112,000, which has been taken. Now the market price is below 112,000, it has visited 110,000, and now, as of 2 weeks ago, I was interested in 112,000, which has been taken. But at the beginning of this month, the month of September, I'm interested in 108 on the long run for BTC for BTC. So the lowest it from what is happening presently, how will I decide? So this blue shaded area is what I'll be using for my decision. What I'll be using for my decision. So I'll be watching the consequence encroachment of this blue shaded area, and inside of me, I'm interested in 108,000. BTC delivering 108,000. So if the consequence encroachment of this blue shaded area, the lower part of it, not the upper part of it, the lower part of that shaded area serves as a resistance. If it serves as a resistance to the price, then nothing is stopping BTC from dropping below this sell side here. Nothing is gonna stop it. So the lowest hanging fruit is around 108,000 on BTC, and possible movement into 107,236.12. So thank you for coming this far. Thank you for being part of the family. We really love and appreciate you. A quick disclaimer before I leave: I am not a licensed financial advisor. Trading the forex market comes with a lot of risk, and you should know your risk appetite before venturing into it. Most of all, the most important of all is to have the necessary knowledge, because unlike how the social media portrays forex, it is never a get rich quick scheme, but it is a must get rich if you have the necessary knowledge. If you have the knowledge, you don't need to scam somebody in forex. But now, the easiest way to make money in forex is by scamming, by portraying it as what get rich quick scheme. So get the necessary knowledge and know your risk appetite, and it's very sure you're gonna have your way in the foreign exchange market. Thank you once again. Have a productive week. Trade responsibly and be safe. Bye for now.